Hello, welcome to the 2020 STEM Showcase here at the Liberty Science Center. I'm Pat O'Melia. I'll be your host for this live broadcast. Every school in Hudson County is pretty much represented here, and all due to the efforts of RWJ Barnabas, Jersey City Medical Center. We have the Chief Operating Officer, Chief
Executive
CEO,
Officer.
Chief Executive Officer. Every time we sit down, you get a different letter in there.
It's an interesting
Michael
life.
Perlisky. Mike, good show.
Thank you, Pat. Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. It's great to host so many aspiring young kids that are really into science, and it's a great partnership, really, with RWJ Barnabas Health, Jersey City Medical Center, and NJCU, and thanks to Liberty Science Center for hosting it for us. A number of local businesses, multinationals that are based in Hudson County and Jersey City are sponsoring it with us. Fidelity Investments, for example, is co-sponsoring. BCB Bank, Comcast, Congressman Frank Guarini is a big sponsor as well.
Frankie's involved with everything.
Yes, Connell Foley is sponsoring, North Hudson Community Action Corporation, RBC Capital Markets, and IRBI. So all those businesses come together to support young folks that are aspiring learners here in Hudson County.
You get a chance to walk around and look at some of the exhibits?
I did. I tell you, Pat, it's moved forward from the volcano that I did it when I was in school. These are amazing projects, and I cannot believe how much science is here in this center.
I'm going to interview a lot of these kids over the next hour and a half.
Pat, I think you'll be impressed.
Well, I tell you, we're going to make these kids look really smart, because you got the dumbest guy we can have interviewing them. Some of these were way beyond my comprehension.
It's amazing.
There's no volcanoes here. These are the best and the brightest.
This is a real thing.
From, well, what is it? It's science, technology, engineering, and math, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
You
All
got
the
probably
hard
the best of the
sciences that, frankly, all the businesses that are sponsoring this, including Jersey City Medical Center, we need all those sciences in order to really advance what we do day to day. So all these kids that are here that are learning in Hudson County, we hope that they come back to Hudson County to work at Jersey City Medical Center and those other businesses. 40% of the employees of Jersey City Medical Center live in Jersey City. Even more live in Hudson County. So again, we're banking that we're helping these folks get better, and they do come back to move the whole community forward.
Well, that's the future of medicine out here, and the technologies and all the advancements that are, various surgeries and drug discoveries. They're right out here.
Absolutely.
How long has the Med Center been involved with this?
Well, the Med Center has been involved in this for 2 decades, I believe. The STEM Showcase has been ongoing for 60 years. Of course, the Med Center has been in Hudson County for over 100 years. And
I think it was here before Hudson County.
That's right. And we're planning to stay for many more years to come. So again, we'll continue to sponsor this. We'll continue to support next generations as they advance in science. The medical center sees about 16,000 kids in our emergency room every year. So it's a lot of kids come to us in distress, they're in trouble, and we really help them out. We get them better, we get them back to schools. So it's amazing to be able to sponsor something like this when we see them at their best. They're not in trouble, they're not sick, they're really out there all dressed up for the judges, putting on a great show in science and math and technology and so forth. So it's wonderful to see.
And they're proud to be here, they're proud to represent their schools. So the few I spoke to so far, one of the first things they speak about is their schools and their teachers, who their favorite teacher is, and how they got into this particular science. And it's great that the RWJ Barnabas and the Med Center are behind this. And
very proud to be part of this community, very proud to support many more things well beyond what the hospital does day to day and the acute care side of things. We are in it for Hudson County, for population health. We do believe that greater knowledge leads to greater health.
And what's the tagline with RWJ Barnabas about health?
Let's be healthy together. Pat, you're a good host. You got prepped.
All right, we're going to break. You're going to look at some exhibits.
I will do that.
And we're going to bring some more kids in. You're watching the 2020 STEM Showcase. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Galina Gomez. I go to Jose Marti STEM Academy in Union City, New Jersey. And my project is pretty self-explanatory. It's about the healthcare in third world countries is very scarce. So I wanted to create a technological solution that could help people in these third world countries have access to healthcare. So I created an app, as you can see here. And I basically wanted to connect doctors and patients in these third world countries. And within the app, there is a drone application access in which the doctor can send medications to a doctor via drone.
Okay, thank you.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. Welcome. We're alive and we're here at the Liberty Science Center for the 2020 STEM Showcase. Pretty much all the schools in Hudson County are involved in this. And what does STEM stand for? Science, technology, engineering, and math. All the various studies, they're all on display here. And as Mike said before, this is the future of medicine, the future of technology, the future of pharmaceutical. It's all out there. The answers for today's problems are out there. Now we have a young man who I don't know anything about, but we're going to learn about you. What's your name, son?
My name is Neil Kadian.
And what school
I'm
are you from?
McNair Academic High School.
Ah, my daughter graduated from McNair back when they had a little school up on Bentley. Now you guys got a nice school.
Yeah, it's a bigger school
That's
now.
one of the top schools in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah.
What's your studies?
So right now for my project, I'm taking an unstable protein and stabilizing it on endospores. So endospores are a dormant form of bacteria that are very, very heat resistant. So I'm sticking this protein on the surface of the spores and then retaining its biological activity.
And what's the end game to that?
So the end game is to have a formulation that you can then use to make antimicrobial surfaces or devices or administer to patients without need for cold chain storage. So you don't have to store it at cold temperatures.
How did you come up with this project?
Yeah, so...
I'm not sure if I want to say it's a theory or a hypothesis. How did you come
this
up with
idea of using the spores. Yeah, so there's no research in the literature that's using spores for stabilizing antimicrobial proteins. It's mainly for vaccines. So this is kind of novel in that sense. I got the idea because in my school we have an autoclave, and to calibrate the autoclave you buy these little spore test strips. These little papers with live spores inside of them. And if your autoclave is working, they'll kill the spores, and if not, the spores will live, because spores are very, very heat resistant and very, very resistant to very high pressures. So if your autoclave is working, all the spores will die. If not, they'll all still be alive. So looking at that, I kind of asked, okay, well, they're very strong, so how about we exploit this for different purposes? And the antimicrobial proteins kind of came out of that, because they're normally very unstable. And so there's they have potential in the clinic, they have potential for agriculture as antibiotics or pesticides, but it's not fully realized because of that instability. Yeah.
That's incredible. And it's so far over my head. It's like we got the best and brightest, the smartest kids in Hudson County. You got like one of the dumbest guys that interview them. How did you get involved in science? Were you always a kid, like 6 years old? Were you always interested in the sciences?
I think I like science and math. It's intuitive, so like all the logic.
Well, that's two parts of the STEM, science and math.
Science and math, yeah, it makes sense.
Get a couple of more, you're in business.
Yeah, so I say all the time, like it's an intuitive sort of logic, right? It's a tautology, like you learn one thing and it makes sense, the next thing makes sense, the next thing makes sense. So chemistry, physics, just kind of flows in that sense. Like it makes logical sense, so that's the reason why I liked science. And then doing research was kind of a practical manifestation out of that interest. So you take the theory and then you actually get to apply it in the real world. So.
Do you have any teachers we should credit this?
Yes, I definitely have some very inspirational teachers.
Throw some teachers in there right now.
Yeah. So Mrs. Soria, she's a science teacher at my high school. She's really helped me with a lot of my project. Mr. Hahn and Mr. Stanton, he's been probably the biggest support. He's one of our chemistry teachers. He's probably been the biggest support for not only me, but like everyone in our science research program. So they have helped us There's a lot of mentors along the way, like professors I've just called and asked questions, so them too, and I'm sure that goes for a lot of other people, different mentors outside of school that they ask. But definitely those teachers are science teachers, Mr. Santon, Mr. Soria, Mr. Hahn, Ms. Snowallow, Ms. Gupta. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, they help us a lot.
Now, I didn't ask you if you're a senior. I'm assuming you're a senior?
I'm a junior.
Junior?
Yeah.
Where do you plan on going to college?
Usually I say whoever accepts me, but I mean, most people want to go to like the top schools. So like MIT.
The guys behind you, NJCU.
Yeah, NJCU. I mean, it's a local school, so yeah, I'll be close to home.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
I
you,
go there.
I'll almost guarantee with your attitude, your education, and your practical knowledge of the sciences,
Yep.
you're going to get a full scholarship. Actually, I think, isn't that pretty much a norm at McNair? Now, my daughter, she graduated from McNair, got a full scholarship to Ramapo College. Usually most of those McNair kids do get a full scholarship. All right, we're going to break. You're going to go, you get judged yet?
Yeah, twice.
You get judged?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to break. He's going to go back, stand in front of his exhibit, and we're going to bring some more kids in. We'll be right back.
You have any words for you?
This is probably the biggest, exciting science fair of the year, and we are rooting for all the kids, and we know that whoever got here has gotten here through a lot of hard work and a lot of talent.
We'd just like to wish all the participants good luck from all the different school districts, and you know, this is a wonderful thing that's still been going on for 60-something years now, so thank you.
Great.
You know those times when you need to see the doctor, but you just can't get to the doctor? So where do you go? Go to the App Store, download the Telemed app from RWJ Barnabas Health, and you see the doctor right away. From any mobile device, whenever you want, wherever you are.
Quality care, no appointment necessary. The doctor is online when you download the Telemed app.
Don't you feel better already?
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. And now from the fine school system in North Bergen High, my buddy Nick Sacco, the mayor there. We know Nick Sacco for being a senator and a mayor, but he's from the world of education. Yeah, I think he was in teaching for 38, 39 years.
Yes.
That's most important to him. Besides the politics, education, then the township of North Bergen. Your name, son?
Michael Syed.
Michael. And what year are you in?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior? You plan on going to college, I hope?
Yes.
Have you picked a college?
I have not decided yet.
You're right around that time. You should be visiting the colleges, right?
I'm visiting, that's correct.
How about NJCU? You like
NJCU?
them?
I did get accepted by NJCU. I'm thinking about Your Honors College, yeah.
Did you get full acceptance? You got a full scholarship?
I don't know yet.
Well,
I'll find out soon.
The president might be running around here, Sue Henderson. You see her, say hello to her. She's probably the one that makes that decision. Tell me about your exhibit here.
All right, so I conducted a study pertaining to something called the Buzzy device and a possibility for its application. So what this product is normally used for, I was initially exposed to this when I was watching Shark Tank as a little kid. And while listening to the entrepreneur, I heard that apparently it cured pain. And as a little kid who hated shots and phlebotomy, I'm like, oh, I want that. I hate pain. And then as a senior in high school, having the opportunity to conduct research, I found out it wasn't magic, it doesn't cure pain, but there's a science behind it that could alleviate pain in adolescence. And I found that really interesting. So what motivated my study was, I conducted a literature review, and through my research, I found that it's proven that to work on children. So what I sought to discover was there any use for an adult for this product? And what came to mind was tattooing. Tattooing is often a bothersome procedure. There's a lot of needling involved, and phlebotomy and needling and tattooing are fairly similar. So that's what I sought out to find out. And so
needles are not a favorite of mine. You want to see a big guy on the ground? Show me a needle. I'm interested in anything without needles.
They're terrifying. So
I'm not a needle fan.
In fact, I actually used this like 2 weeks ago. I got a shot. I'm like, oh, can I use this? I was using it, and it didn't hurt as much. So
and this is
here. Look. So it utilizes two positive stimuli: the ice pack wings. They aren't frozen right now, but ice pack wings and a little buzzy bee that does vibration stimuli. If you turn it on, it's going to vibrate.
Oh, yeah.
And
the inspiration for this was your fear of needles and pain?
Yes.
Oh, we're joined on that one. No needles, not at all for me. So what are the results of your studies and your testing?
So I was only lucky enough to interview 14 participants. Unfortunately, the lawyers of our high school were like, because initially I wanted to test it on people. They're like, no, we're gonna get sued.
Yeah, so, I can see there might be some legal repercussions to that. Yes.
So I just interviewed them. I demonstrated it in front of them and talked to them. They were like, yes, 100%. I think it can be used in children, but there was some skepticism for adults. They were like, I mean, this is great and all, but I don't think it could be. Half of them said, yes, I could see them used. Half of them said no, literally virtually 50%. So something in the future I think I'd want to do, because I want to study, pain relief is interesting to me.
Well, I think there's a whole field in pain relief because we're trying to get away from the opioids.
Yes, there's opioid epidemic is terrible.
So if you got another way of relieving pain, you're in the forefront there. I know a lot of prosecutors would be really happy with your idea here to step away from opioids. I think it's are you going to stay with this? Are you going to perfect this?
I think I'd want to redesign, because this is designed towards kids. So I was thinking maybe a redesign for because this is initially for phlebotomy. I'd want something for other forms of conventional needling. So maybe have some sort of suction to attach it, to utilize it in better places. And maybe instead of a cute little bee, which I think is adorable, but some adults
it's great for the kids. I don't mind the bee either.
But if for adults that might find it too childish, maybe change it, maybe have a blank one, maybe have one with a skull or a rose on it, something a little more attuned to adults. But I don't know. That's something I'd want to do.
So when you're visiting these colleges, do you bring up this?
I've been interviewed by a couple of colleges, and I bring up the study, and they're interested by it. They think it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
So you could probably pick up on that in college with more resources. Try to stay away from the legal department.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Stay away from legal.
Exactly. In high school, it's like there's some limitations to what I could do. In a college environment, I think I'd have a little more freedom to do what I do. So.
All right. You've been judged yet?
I have been judged. Yes.
All right, I'll let you go back. Hopefully they're coming with a ribbon for you. All right, you're watching the STEM Showcase 2020. I'm Pat O'Melia. We'll be right back with another student.
Okay. Hi, my name is Syed and I'm from McNair Academic High School.
I'm Isha Jambi, the also from
And we did our project on social media and trends, and we analyzed basically how trends occur in two topics. So we focused on two questions.
The questions were how long a certain topic or idea stays trending and which social media sites are most popular for those trends.
And using this, we came up with data, as you can see from our graphs, and we used these graphs to extrapolate certain things. Like, for instance, we saw that politics follows a certain trend. It goes exponentially higher until its highest point, which is the day of, and then it goes slowly downwards.
And And we also, when we were doing our second question, we realized that discussion sites like Twitter and Reddit, they were the main sites used to discuss stuff on social media, and followed with YouTube and Dailymotion.
And analyzing these trends can help us look at business, for instance, for advertising. When do we want to publicize our event? How do we do it? And how can we make sure that we get the most amount of mentions?
And which social media sites we should use to talk about stuff so businesses can make profit off of their advertisements.
Yeah.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintoproperties.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
My name is Shadell. I am from Jose Marti STEM Academy, and I am a senior. My project is on ocean acidification on crayfish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I picked this project because while other scientists are focusing on mainstream animals, there is bottom feeders who need help as well, like crayfish. We might not see them as a big deal, but we eat them as well, and so does other animals. It creates a lot of inefficiency if we don't check up on how they're doing with the acid levels in the water. So we had 3 projects, which was neutral, which was a pH level of 7. We had acidic, which was a pH of 5, and basic, which was a pH of 9. So while the neutral stayed common in everything, as well as the behavior, and as well as growing back their limbs when they fly, the acidic was not growing their limbs as fast as they should, as well as their
We're back. Pat O'Melia here, live at the Liberty Science Center for the STEM Showcase 2020, brought to you by RWJ Barnabas, Congressman Frank Guarini, NJC University, and Comcast. Now we have another best and brightest here from the city of Union City, right?
Yes.
City, and your name?
Genesis Fernandes.
And your exhibit here is?
My project is based on the improving the Geiger Cray for data block entry on HIV.
And I know nothing about that. Explain.
Okay, so as everyone knows, HIV has to do with your immune system, and it's basically a virus. So basically what we are doing with that is your cells, your CD4 T helper cells, are the ones that let you know when your body is being attacked. So we use those cells to help us figure out whether or not the virus that we're trying to communicate is working. So your cells turn green or red with our project depending on whether they're infected or they're not. So the idea behind it is to figure out a way to split DNA and clone them to combine the good parts of one and the good parts of the other, to put them together and then figure out a way to implement that into mammalian cells, to figure out a way to then complement the idea of HIV and how letting us know if we're being infected or not.
What inspired you to come up with this?
Well, my school, JMSA, is very adamant about our education and our interests. So they help us out in different programs and different things that we're interested in. So my one of my administrators, Miss Nadia Makar, she is definitely taking an interest to me as I have taken one to her, and she's helped me out in figuring out what I want to do and helping me branch out and learn more about what it is that I want to do.
Well, do you have any idea what you want to do when you grow up?
Well, for right now, I'm actually interested in what I'm doing, like the molecular and cellular biology that I'm the path. This past summer, it's definitely been an experience in helping me like figure out what is demanded from me and what I need to do to better myself.
Well, you seem to got a pretty good handle on what you need to do. Yeah, I'm impressed just on the study itself.
Yeah.
And what brought you to this study, this particular experiment?
Well, the program that I was in, Partners in Science, is actually an extension of Liberty Science Center itself. So we're able to go to different universities. Mine was NJCU, and there I met my mentor, Dr. Anthony Esposito, and we talked a little bit about what it is that I'm interested in, what he's able to help me out with, and we came up with the idea of HIV and the data block entry.
Wow, it's incredible that you came up with it. That's pretty deep, which is way deeper than I can comprehend. And in the future, what would you like to do as a profession? You want to stay in biology?
Honestly, I think so. It's definitely something that it demands a lot from you, but to me, it's fun. It's interesting. The process. It's something that I like, even though sometimes there's a lot of misconception about it's too hard or it's too much science or it's too much, but once you get into it, it's interesting. Like, it's fun.
There's an old saying: if you can do what you love, then you'll never hate going to work. It's never going to be a job, as long as you're doing what you love. What college are you interested in going to?
I'm looking into Rutgers, TNJ, yeah.
NJCU?
Yes. Honestly, I don't know.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I think the campus is okay. I think the education there is definitely...
It's definitely good education.
Yes.
The campus is expanding. They're building new dorms.
And I mean, I already know my mentor who works there, so that's...
Well, somewhere along the line, Sue Henderson, the dean of the... she's going to be roaming around here, so make sure you say hello to her.
Okay.
Did you get judged yet?
No.
You should get back out there. All right. Good luck. When you see your mayor, Brian Stack, tell him I said hello.
I will do.
You're watching the STEM Showcase live from the Liberty Science Center. I'm Pat O'Melia, and we'll be right back.